Let me ask you a few questions and then let's go to the hub and find some things for you to do. So some of the questions I have for you, very simple questions, like how long have you been getting signals? When did you first, when did Barb first show? I guess Barb showed you how to get signals, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
but I think, maybe not calling it that. I think that I've been told, I've thought of myself as an experience getting, having some sort of deep intuition about things, for as long as I can remember. So I'm not sure if those are signals or not, but.
Yeah, well, I started getting signals in 1967. But as far as my conscious awareness, I didn't use them to cure my herpes until 1993 when I became conscious of what I was doing. So, when did Barb show you how to get a finger signal? Was it over 5 years ago? Over 2 years ago?
More than 5 years ago.
Around 5 years ago, okay.
More than 5 years ago. I would say more like about 8 or 9 years ago.
Okay, so around 8 or 9 years. And you never actually knew there was a web college, did you?
Never knew.
Never knew there was a web college. And so, now you signed up for the web college. And why did you sign up? Why did you choose to sign up?
Because there was a discussion at the prayer meeting about, there's a theme that kind of came up a lot, which was about people that have to be held by the hand and who don't follow through, and it's hard to get them to do stuff. And
right.
They talk and don't act, and so I wanted to be an example of someone that acted
instead of talking. Right.
Not just talked, and I wanted to defy the common wisdom of the evening, which is that it's hard to get people to do stuff, and I wanted to just go. I said to Barb, I'm going to my computer right now, and I'm just going to sign up. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to still do it next week. I'm just going to do it. So I was trying to go against that. I don't want to think of myself or people to think of me as procrastinator or somebody who talks and undoes. So I figured it was a relatively small monetary investment, and it took me 5 minutes to do, so I would just do it. That's why.
Well, do you intend to actually learn things from the web college?
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
What are you trying to do with this? Because you are doing something. You were already reading the prayers and so on. So, what does it seem to you like you're trying to do?
Trying to connect with other people in a meaningful way.
Okay, so you're all about connection.
It's more, for me, it's more about, the reason I hedged a little bit, when you said, are you going to really learn at the web college, I said, I think I'm going to, or I want to. I will, but I'm more interested in the interaction. So to the extent that I can read something in the web college and then we can talk about it or process it or interact with other people like at those Tuesday.
Yeah, right.
Then that interests me more than just sitting here by myself and reading stuff.
Well,
so
yeah.
I think I'm going to read it more in the sense of food for discussion.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So, speaking of being connected and staying connected with people, do you happen to have your smartphone handy as well as your computer?
Yeah.
Right there. Okay. So, I want you to go onto the CureDrive on Twitter on your smartphone. Okay, so do that right now. You have your Twitter app on the downloader?
Yeah, I do. I just did this. There's another thing I did with Barb the other night. I got on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm on Twitter here. I'm already on here. Okay, and
now find the CureDrive. You're following it, so it's under it's one of the things you're following. So if you go under the list of things that you're following, you'll see it.
Yeah, I see Bayard Barnes. I'm very new to Twitter, especially on the smartphone, so bear with me for a second.
Okay. Maybe you're not following the CureDrive.
No, I'm pretty sure that I am. But I'm just not sure how to interpret this. There's, I have a little, okay, I see messages.
Just go through the list of things that you're following, and you should find it.
Who to follow, find friends.
No, you don't want who to follow.
Okay, I'm getting there. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Hey, God, okay, here I have my following list. CureDrive.org is one of them.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so click on that.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
All right.
I'm looking at it.
Okay. Now, I want you to go down, like you're on CureDrive.org, and go down where it says lists.
Okay, I'm there. Click on list.
Yeah.
The A list, okay.
Yeah, so click on the A list, and then click on subscribe.
Okay, I tried this, I think I already did subscribe. But I couldn't actually get on it. Someone had to authorize it.
Well, when you subscribe, it will be under your on your list of lists. I will add you to it, but you'd still be able to see it.
Yeah, let me see this. I'm trying to see how to subscribe. Tweet members, members, tweet members. I don't see something that says subscribe.
Now the thing, really? You know where it might be is if you hit your menu.
Yeah.
It might have.
I have home compose search pin. Can I do this on my computer, because I think it'll be easier.
Okay, try to do it on your computer then. That's fine.
Yeah, because I know I saw that subscribe option on my computer. Now I have. The only thing is, give me a second here.
Now, if I put you on the A list, it will mean that whatever you say will go to everybody on the A list. So if I do that, you can only talk about curing things or helping other people cure things. So you won't be able to write like where are you, Claire? That stuff. Like it's.
Yeah, but I have. You're saying that anything that's on my Twitter account, anybody will go on that A list?
Yes, if I add you to it. But if you subscribe, you can subscribe to it and just see the things, and that's fine. But if I put you on, it's going to mean that we're taking your communications. See, what you're talking about, being connected to everybody, well, this is where we do it, on the A list. And so if you want to be connected to everybody, then you'll have to use Twitter to talk to them, and not, and use something else to talk to your other friends. Use texting or send them private Facebook messages or whatever.
Well, I could get another Twitter account.
I don't know. You probably could, except, see, then your friends wouldn't see what you write, and they wouldn't. Like, you wouldn't be drawing them into the dialogue, which is the whole point of this A list. So it would be very counterproductive for you to get another Twitter account. If you're not ready to be included on the A list, we can just do that some other time. You can think about it for a few days or something. Hang out with the idea.
Okay. All right, we'll do that.
But you should subscribe to it now so you can get other people's... Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
You should subscribe to it now so that you see what we're writing. So have you subscribed to it?
Well, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm pretty sure I already did subscribe to it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can double check it here. I think I did that with Barb the other night. I'm looking at the... Okay, let's see. Hold on a minute. Let me just find it. I'm a little bit slow here. Still following. CureDrive.org.
Yeah, you are subscribed.
Yeah, I thought that I was. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, so let me think about this other issue for a couple.
Yeah. Now, when you, like, throughout the day, what you should do to stay connected to us is just go to your Twitter account and go to your lists, and then you can go to the A list right from your account and read what other people are writing and write back to them. So right here, that's what you should do right now. Go to the A list and go down the list and read a bunch of things. You know, like, oh, here's Ross writing about, she did this prayer to find something that was lost and found it.
Okay.
And so that's an example of, you know, somebody using the web college.
Okay, so I'm looking at the tweets on the A list.
Yeah.
So what you're saying that this includes, okay, so let's get into an example here. So Rosella Scapola.
Yeah, she's in Italy.
I can't find my face cream.
Yeah, and she used one of the lessons to find her face cream. There's a prayer in the web college that helps you find lost things.
Okay.
So that's what that link is.
Okay, so what you're saying is that everything that Rosella tweets on her Twitter account will show up here on this.
Yeah, it all goes to the A list.
So she just, okay, it doesn't even have to be directed to or sent to this, to CureDrive.org Twitter account. She just gets up in the morning and says, my head hurts, and shows up on the A list here.
Exactly, but her head doesn't hurt because she cures it. So what she writes is, my head hurt when I woke up and I cured it.
Okay.
Oh, here's one that Greg wrote. It says, doing immunics probably started as an action. It can become an activity. And that's that would be a very important cure if she can change actions to activities, because that's what you want to do, is do no actions, simply do activities.
Okay. View conversation. So people can reply to this? To these?
Yes, you should reply to something. If you see something that, like, do you see something you want to reply to?
Well, not yet. I'm looking.
All right.
What kind of iPod do you... Okay.
See, one of the things that I try to do in this Twitter feed is coach people in how to be more facile with learning how to cure things. For example, I think everybody needs smartphones, but Ross can't afford one, and also she lives in a place in Italy where their connections aren't too good. So she has an iPod. And that is sort of works for her. It is a good substitute for a smartphone. She has Wi-Fi in her house, so.
So she has Wi-Fi, but she doesn't have a cellular data connection.
Yeah.
Okay. So she can use her iPod. An iPod, iPad or an iPod?
I don't know. She wrote iPod, but it might be an iPad. I don't know.
Okay, all right. So she's more reliant on her Wi-Fi connection, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she uses her Wi-Fi. Down here is one from Barb from 2 days ago. It says, she cured it, made her skin her ally, pain releasing.
Looks like Anna Carrillo's getting involved here.
Yeah, she started to. She has a little ways to go, but she's going forward so far.
She said, hi, this is Anna.
Yeah.
That was a few days ago. She was probably just testing it out.
Yes, testing it.
You know, testing out her ability to do a post.
Can you think of something that you've cured in the not too distant past?
there's something that I haven't 100% cured, but I've 80% cured it, and sometimes it comes back. But I have it under control.
Oh, what is it?
I have a stomach problem. I think it's some kind of hiatal hernia, which has been. I've had it for several years, and it's I have it under control.
Okay.
And it's something I do. I control it with my mind. You know, it's a conscious control.
Right.
Not just like oh, I don't eat a certain kind of food. It's more like I decided that I don't want it to bother me, so I control it. I've got it about 80% cured, but not 100%. Sometimes it comes back a little bit.
You know what I did? I just added you to the A list, so if you write something, it will go through to the list. And if you write too many annoying things, I can always just take you off the list. But right now, at least it'll introduce everybody to you if you write a couple of things. So anything you write for the foreseeable will go through to the list.
Okay.
And then if you write things that seem counterproductive, I'll just remove you. But I could do that anytime. I mean, it's not going to bother anybody too much if you make a couple of tweaks. Like, you've only done, according to this, like 9 tweets in your whole life, so.
That's true. That's true.
How much of a nuisance could you possibly be,
Well, but if some of my friends who are on Twitter see me that I'm on or not, they might basically say, what if I reply to someone else's tweet? Like, what if my friend Claire sends me a tweet and I reply? Does that show up on this A list?
No. Your replies to people who aren't on the list do not show up on the list.
What if I send a message to someone, a directed message to somebody?
No, that doesn't show up. That's a private thing.
Oh, I see. Okay, so just something that it's just a general tweet.
Your general tweets or replies to people who are on the list.
Oh, okay. That I think that'll work.
I think Twitter's set up. I like Twitter a lot better than Facebook.
Oh, you do?
Oh God. I don't like Facebook. It has too many bugs. But I use it because it has some good features, and it's like also you can show things to people more easily on Facebook. It's just I find Twitter like far more facile.
Well, it's not as complicated. Facebook, it's very complex. There's a lot of things going on, many levels, and they keep adding things, and it's very complicated, which is probably why you perceive there's bugs, because it's amazing it works as well as it does, considering everything they're trying to do. It seems like Twitter's a little more, they're not trying to take a big of a bite,
That's right. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, well, I'll enjoy this A list because that is interaction, but I also would enjoy the meetings, like the prayer meeting and.
Well, yeah. See, the A list is throughout every day. So the thing to do is every few hours, read what's on the A list, and also, like right now, just do one thing. Write like something that you cured and tweet it. Just write a short sentence about something you cured. I know you've cured tons of things. I've watched you do it. So, think of one and write it down.
Okay, and to tweet it, I just do a tweet.
Yeah.
A general tweet. I'm not tweeting. Okay, well, why don't you let me do it? I'll commit to doing it tonight after we get off, because I want to be clear, about my own.
Okay, I'll tell you what then. Let's go on to the next thing.
Okay.
Go to the hub. And so will I. And tell me when you're on the hub. Maybe you should use your smartphone to go on the hub.
By the hub, you mean the CureDrive website, or what do you mean?
Yeah, the CureDrive.
And why would I want to use my smartphone?
Well, then you could still see. Actually, no reason. Go on your computer if you want.
I have two monitors.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at my I'm looking at my Skype on one monitor. I'm looking at my browser on the other monitor, so I can do both. Okay, I'm on the homepage of Munich's CureDrive, CureDrive.org homepage. There's Barb, the whole video with Barb on there.
Yeah, now you should watch that whole movie. It's 4 hours, 4.5 hours. For that, I recommend that you just turn it on your smartphone and walk around listening to it while you do other things. There's a lot of information there that you probably have never heard and that you need. So, but you don't have to sit in front of your computer to assimilate that. You can listen to it treat it like an audiobook. Do it while you're driving or, shopping or whatever.
Okay.
So now at the top it says Hub. You see up there it says Login Hub at the very top in the center. So go to the Hub.
Now I gotta go retrieve my password. You want me to log on? Okay, hold on. I'll get it. I have it here somewhere.
And you should have your computer remember your password.
Okay. All right. All right, I'm on.
Okay. Now, look at the upper right where it says Print Out. You see it?
Yeah, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, test, do I have any immune dysfunctions that I'm using at this time, in my life? Like running, any immune dysfunctions? See if you get a signal on that.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, do I have any lowered or missing functions?
Do I have any lower or missing functions?
Yeah. Or blocked or interfered with or damaged functions?
I have a damage function pattern, a damage pattern, yeah.
Okay. Print the entire, everything, see it says print this stuff out? Well, print all of these lists out, okay?
Oh, okay.
And then you'll have, now you don't have to print, you know what? We don't have to print this stuff anymore because you have a smartphone so you can have your lists with you anytime you want. So
right.
what I would suggest is that you go, after we get off the phone, you go to the list of immune dysfunctions and test which ones are damaged or blocked, or which ones you're using, and then see if you can remove them. And also, if you remove them, they'll probably come back. But you'll probably start using them again, but you'll at least know what you're doing. You'll be a little more onto yourself. This study is all about understanding more about yourself.
Right.
So that you can, you actually alter your being. I think that you've done a lot of altering of your being over the years, and I've seen that in you. You seem very different than when I talked to you like years ago. We talked a few times. I don't remember much about those conversations, but I do remember talking to you, and I see a lot of difference in you. I think that you've been going in a good direction.
Yeah, I have more to do, so I'll go through this list, and then I won't be able to do it all at one moment. That'll be my project over the next days, and then I can tweet. If I can recognize a dysfunction here, and I can try and remove it, and I can tweet about my experience. Am I on the right path here?
Yeah, you're on the right path. And also, I think it would be very good for you to come to our topic class on Tuesday, if you can make it.
I'm planning on it, yeah.
Okay, shall I take this as an RSVP and tell Greg you're coming?
You can do that. I also left him a message on his voicemail that I'm coming, but
Oh, good. All right, then he knows. I never mind.
I didn't get a response from him, so I don't know whether he got it.
I don't. I'll tell him about it, and we'll see if he got it, because he doesn't get my messages sometimes. Come to think of it. All right. Very good. Okay, now look at the hierarchy of skills, and I just want you to test 1 through 12 where it would be a good skill for you to start with. So give me test a number 1 through 12. Where's the first place that you get a signal? Like, just start counting 1, 2, 3, and see where the first number.
Wait a minute. I haven't found it yet. Okay, okay. Okay, so I'm going to look at it. 100 skill, 0 skill. See what you want me to do now? Look at the 1 through 12.
Test 1. Yes, skim it. 1 through 12. What's good to start on?
The accelerator. Respond from your spirit. Call natural using protection of the 12 body as you remove the veil. Claiming meet the means-layer function. 3 spiritual diseases. All should accomplish. When I test on it, I get skill 6, remove the veil.
Yeah, because you're interested in spiritual things. What I suggest is you go into skill 6 after we've talked, after we get off, okay, and you skim the lessons.
Okay.
And then test through the lessons and see if you get a signal on any particular ones, and then look at them and maybe start working them, and sort of take that with you through the day tomorrow. Like when you're out exercising and stuff, is a good time to look back on the skills that you're working on and see if you get new things, information and so on.
I'm already getting a signal on attack signals.
Okay. You've always seemed to have a lot of attack in your life. To me.
I have a lot of, I'm already skimming the lesson. I have a lot of judgment. I get a lot of judgments and impatience and blaming. Oftentimes silent. I have this, this dual thing because I don't believe in judgments and blaming, and I like to think of myself as open-minded, so I often don't say anything to people, but I often think it.
Right.
I'm doing a lot of attacking inside of me. So I already honed in on that one, on that lesson.
Well, most attacks are people attack other people because they want to help them.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, huh? How that works. People attack people to help them.
Yeah. So what is the difference between the immune dysfunction list and the hierarchy of skills lessons? Don't they both result in me dealing with immune deficiency?
Yeah, but it's not that simple. And I think that you'll have to work a bunch of lessons and then you'll kind of understand what the difference is. But one thing about the list of immune dysfunctions is that you can test right down that list and find things that you're doing that are substitutes for immunity. That's what immune dysfunctions are. They're bogus attempts at immunity. Like you're trying to be immune where you don't have an immune response. And also there's a movie. Oh, I wanted to mention, there's a movie. Let me just list of immune dysfunctions. Go to the list of immune dysfunctions and you'll notice at the top, there's a whole series of movies on this page.
Yeah.
Now those movies, you should watch those movies. It's way easier to hear this stuff explained than to just look at it and try to figure it out.
Okay.
So, there's hours of movies on this page. This is probably 2 hours worth of movies here.
Okay.
and you'll have a better, like, just a better overview when you've, and like, the great thing about YouTube movies is you can cook your dinner and listen to a YouTube movie, especially if you got, like, you have good equipment, like you have a Bluetooth. And do you listen to your smartphone through your Bluetooth, or do you use a headset?
Bluetooth.
Yeah, me too. It's not that loud though.
Mine is fun. I use it all the time. I listen to music when I ride my bike. I listen to music at the gym. I don't usually watch videos on it, but I can. I have a YouTube app on my own.
Yeah, just bear in mind that with our movies, you don't actually have to watch the movie so much as listen to it.
Yeah, okay.
Every so often, you might want to see something that somebody was doing, but...
I can do it when I'm at the gym. Instead of listening to music, I'll listen to some of these videos.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I have a question for you on the immune dysfunction list.
Okay.
Are these items, do they represent the result of having immune dysfunction, or the reason why you have an immune dysfunction?
No, they're the names of immune dysfunctions. They actually describe how the immune dysfunction operates, or what it entails, such as procrastination.
That's funny because right when you said such as procrastination, that's exactly what I was looking at. Procrastination. I don't think that's one of my. I don't think that's a big one of my dysfunctions. But it was interesting that we were both thinking about that same one of this entire list.
Yeah, really, truly.
Maybe I do have some of that. I'll have to examine that. Maybe I have some on some level.
Well, we do have a psychic connection, so, like, we sort of read each other's minds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which leads me to that I'm going to need to get off in about 3 minutes.
Well, that's fine. You guys I have something here to do now. I have in my mind, I have 3 important things. One is to use this A list, make tweets that are applicable, and describe my working on my community.
Right.
And then I have the immune dysfunctions list, which I can go down and see where I get a yes that I have an issue with one of those, or more than one. And then the third thing is the hierarchy of skills. I'm going to work on the number 6, remove the veil, and I'm already going to do the first lesson I'm going to do is the attack signal. So I'm good. I have a plan mapped out already.
Well, if you tweet each time you do something, we'll all know what you're doing, and then we can advise you, like, right then and there. So if you tweet and then a few hours later you look back at Twitter, and you'll probably see me or somebody else telling you, Barb will, come in and, tell you, things to do, and so you'll be in, like, it'll be like being in a meeting 24/7.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It never has to stop.
Okay.
And see, people who are trying to cure something that they're really trying to get rid of, like herpes, that's what they need to understand about this, is that they need that 24/7 kind of exposure, or they're going to get another herpes outbreak, and then the herpes reseats itself in their bodies, and then they have to start from the beginning again with curing it. It's like the clock just resets. So, like, when you are curing a disease like herpes, the last thing you ever want is to have a herpes outbreak, because it takes you all the way back to the beginning of your cure. So,
well, that's how I have that issue with my stomach problem. It's the same thing. It's like if it takes me back to the beginning, but usually I can get over it quicker though, because now I have the skills to do this. Even if I have this lapse and I allow it to come back, then I can get rid of it quicker. But I do have to go through the same steps again.
Yeah. Well, they get rid of their herpes quicker too. And so they feel better, but they're actually, like somebody will go like 7 months without a herpes outbreak when they were having continuous herpes outbreaks. And then they have a herpes outbreak after 7 months, and they've like sort of like lost 7 months of work, like hard work that they did, like that's just blown, you know, and they have to start all over again because they probably need about 18 months to get us the definitive cure where they're never going to, you know, like where it's really gone. And that's, I think, that's what you want from your stomach. Like you want to actually reprogram your stomach so that like the problem is gone.
Yeah.
And it won't do it again.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start, you know, small. I'm gonna find something on that list, and I'll report on it when I work on it on the A list. I'll just tweet out my work that I'm doing to address. I'll start with one thing, and tonight I'll get something tonight. I'll do it tonight. The first thing.
Yeah, 20 mile marches every day. You know, do you like business books?
No, not really.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind that. I had a great business book to recommend, but if you're not interested in them, it'd be pulling teeth to read it probably.
Yeah, well, I have to tell you that, you know, I a lot of the work that you do here, I've kind of done much of it on my own, without even knowing that this is what you're doing. Like a lot of it is very familiar to me already, so I kind of welcome the opportunity to share it with other people. And
oh, good.
so, but this is not foreign to me at all, even though I've never really read until now the hub here, and I've heard Barb talk about it, but I have only kind of listened with one ear.
Sure.
And now that I'm looking at it more closely, it's all very familiar to me. So I think that's good.
Well, great.
Start. Yeah, I commit to doing my first tweet tonight.
Well, thank you for your commitments.
Yes.
I truly appreciate them. And if we don't speak again, I will see you on Tuesday.
Okay, I plan on participating tomorrow night too in the prayer meeting.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, please read the prayers because you're great at reading the prayers.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm not sure that I'll be in the same place as Barb tomorrow night, but I might need to get on somehow without Barb. So.
Well, just tell Greg to hook you up from your thing, okay?
Yeah. Okay, I'll figure it out. I'll do it.
Yeah, just tell Greg to hook you up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Byron. Appreciate your time.
All right, buddy. It's good being with you.
Okay. Bye.
This is the CureDrive Cult homepage. You can see we tally our cures. That's the tally there, 132,000. You report your cures here, right here. That's the link to report your cure. Okay, this is the movie that people start with generally. And there's a lot of people actually curing things on camera in this movie and demonstrating exactly how to do it. It's 4.5 hours. So you would be able to probably understand and know what these people are doing by watching this. We are a cult because we're all over the world. Maybe one person in a town, just one little guy who cures things in a whole town full of people who don't, whose spouse thinks she's crazy because she's curing things and he doesn't. She doesn't get sick and he's down with the flu for 5 days and he still thinks she's crazy. We've had spouses die. So this person is demonstrating curing herpes in this movie, the one you're watching right there. And it goes on like that. Now, these are the people here, You see this black area here? This is our Twitter feed. These are the people you want to talk to. And what you do, see, it says follow CureDrive. And that's what you do. You click on that, and then you pick somebody. Anybody in here will be happy to help you. So you write to people that you see in here. And there's all these people all talking about what they're curing. So that's what you do. You pick somebody that you know that seems like a kindred spirit, presumably, and you write to them. See that picture of the cat there? That's Rosella. She's one of the people whose spouse died. He was a very great guy. He just thought it was nuts. Never did it. Died of cancer. Not too long ago, about 2 months ago. So anyway, you just, you write to somebody and, tell them what you are trying to do. People are always asking about negative medical tests. Here, let me show you. This is a voicemail message. You should probably, if you're interested in getting a negative medical test on, let's say, herpes. She got negative medical tests and both kinds of herpes. And she left me this message when she got her letter from the, hospital, I guess. She was in New Zealand. So her tests are free. Now, of course, there's an enormous website behind this homepage. I guess you're probably guessing, right? And if you see these movies, these are all people demonstrating curing various diseases. These people chose to contribute their cures to your effort to cure yourself. There are around, I guess, over 800 movies, and some of them are linked to this page. So if you click on any one of these pictures, it will go to a movie, and that movie will start playing. So join the cult. Your friends will be worried about you. You're in a cult, they'll be worried. You have the crazy idea that you can cure medically incurable diseases. They're going to be very concerned. Especially if you're battling cancer. Your friends will be worried, and that's a good thing. You will cure things. And that is also a very good thing. You will begin curing things the moment you join, because that's how you join. You cure something. When you cure something, you're in the cult. If you want to get out of the cult, just stop curing things. You won't be in the cult anymore. Easy to exit. Your easy exit strategy. And who knows? You may even cure the medically incurable disease that you came in here to cure. A lot of us did. That's me there in the movie holding forth on how to cure things. I'm on the cure team. That's what I did. I cured a medically incurable disease. Two of them, actually. So I cured 2 kinds of herpes. It was about 4 months after I started doing this that I actually discovered, I'm the person who discovered that you could cure physical diseases. July 1993, my 20th anniversary just passed. I haven't had an outbreak of herpes for 20 years, and before that I was having outbreaks for 28 years. I got herpes in 1965. The end of the year. 28 years of outbreaks followed by 20 years of no outbreaks. That's how bad it can be and how good it can be, if you let it be good. So, take the courageous step that almost everyone you know will advise you not to take. Join the cult. When you're in the cult, your friends will get sick and you will get well. Your friends will give sympathy and you will give cure. And you'll know that you don't even need to take a vitamin pill to cure something. You can just cure it with nothing. Just with you. What can you contribute? What will your contribution be? This woman is curing a flu right on camera. She came in with full symptoms and they were all gone in 15 minutes. You can see it happen. Flu is an incurable viral-based disease. It's medically incurable. She cures it right in front of you. We eagerly await your contribution. And here they are, eagerly awaiting your contribution. And anything that you say to any of these people will probably be a contribution of some kind.